This LEGO figure is from 1975, and this figure is from 2025, and today I'll be going through 50 years of LEGO to recreate the entire minifigure timeline. From armless cowboys to miners, let the adventure begin. The first minifigures looked nothing like they do now. LEGO just stacked bricks until it kinda looked like a dude, but they still managed to give him a cowboy hat, a lasso, and even guns. Let's get him a stand so we can literally recreate the history of LEGO minifigures. In 1975, they shrunk him down, but forgot to give him arms. Now he can't hold his guns. He'll never win a showdown. It took 3 more years of stiff, motionless minifigures until 1978, LEGO finally did it. The iconic minifigure was born, with a sticker for a torso. That's right, early minifigures didn't even have printed designs. You had to line up a sticker and yeah, they didn't exactly age well. This fireman came with a full fire station, a fire truck, and even an American flag. Thankfully in 1980, Classic Town changed everything. He got printed details and even a gas station employee to make sure his truck is full of gas. Classic Space came with this iconic spaceman in white, yellow, and red. He even got a uniform upgrade in 1987 to these cool two-toned spacesuits. Then came Classic Castle, which came with this Black Falcon Knight. Let's give him some weapons so he's ready to fight any intruders. Here comes some forest men in a wagon. The 80s were dominated by castle, space, town, and whatever this furry is. We even got the human version of it and some cursed finger puppets. In 1989, LEGO added pirates to the lineup, including this pirate captain, complete with a wooden leg and a hook hand. He even comes with a full crew of pirates to help him steal treasure. Back in space, some villains entered the chat. This shady looking robot and his red and blue space crew weren't here to explore, they were here to steal.
Where am I, pig?
This king pulled up in an expensive looking cape with a crown that looks like it's made of real gold. He even came with a squad of armored guards to back him up. It took over 20 years, but LEGO finally gave us real cowboy minifigures. Now we've got a sheriff who actually looks like he runs the town. He's got the hat, the badge, and even the mustache. Now the bandits, these dudes look like they actually commit crimes. This guy definitely makes bread. That gold tooth is basically a flex. And this one is so scary he doesn't even have to shoot his gun. People just give him their money. In 1998, we got Johnny Thunder, who's basically a knockoff Indiana Jones. He's got the hat, the smirk, and absolutely zero legal permission to exist. He's racing the evil Baron von Baron to the Pharaoh's treasure, and whoever wins is listing it on eBay to buy even more LEGO. In 1999, LEGO did something it's never done before. They got a movie license. For the first time ever, LEGO wasn't making up its own pirates or spacemen. They were building real characters from movies. It started with this minifigure, the face of the galaxy.
What?
Jar Jar Binks was the first minifigure to ever have a molded headpiece, making him basically the GOAT of Star Wars. And LEGO would never be the same, because for the next 25 years, we're gonna see minifigures from some of the best movies and TV shows ever made. But before we get there, we have to talk about 2 of LEGO's weirdest and most cursed minifigures ever. Because in 2000, LEGO made a minifigure for Technic. And this thing looks more like an action figure than LEGO. This dude bends at the elbows, knees, and even has a nose. You could pose him in way more ways, but let's be real, he barely feels like LEGO anymore. Okay, let's shrink him back to the minifigure we know and love. What? Wait, before we return to normal minifigures, we've got to deal with Jack Stone. He came in a bunch of crime-fighting sets for younger kids, teaming up with police to stop bad guys. But that wasn't enough, because in 2002, LEGO teamed up with a real superhero to fight crime. Spider-Man showed up in his classic red and blue suit, ready to take on the Green Goblin. These sets were based on the Tobey Maguire movies, and LEGO even gave us the wrestling outfit from Spidey's first fight. And while Spidey stepped into the ring, minifigures stepped onto the court. LEGO teamed up with the NBA to bring real basketball players into minifigure form. And for the first time ever, they ditched the yellow. These minifigures had flesh tones to actually match the athletes that they were based on. They even gave these guys spring-loaded legs so that they could literally shoot hoops.
Nope.
Magic came to LEGO in 2004 with Harry Potter. The minifigure design struck the perfect balance of detail and simplicity, making for some of the most charming figures ever. This Harry comes with a purple cape and all of his friends to back him up against trolls, snakes, and whatever awful professors Hogwarts throws at him. Snape even has a glow-in-the-dark head, which somehow makes him even creepier. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite waves of all time. I've got a bunch of the sets and they still feel magical 20 years later. Believe it or not, this guy is a Bionicle minifigure. In 2005, LEGO shrunk their iconic buildable character into these tiny, fully molded dudes. They didn't even have moving parts. They're just stuck doing the mannequin challenge. They look more like a Happy Meal toy than they do a minifigure. In 2006, LEGO teamed up with Nickelodeon and dropped two wildly different worlds. On one side, Aang and his flying lemur Momo literally trying to save the planet. On the other, SpongeBob SquarePants and his pet snail, Gary, chilling in a pineapple under the sea. The coolest Avatar set is definitely the Fire Nation ship, which comes with this printed Fire Nation flag and this working catapult that literally launches bricks of fire at Aang and the gang. LEGO actually made these two go head to head to see which of them sold better. Even though SpongeBob won and got way more sets, I was one of those kids who wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob. So I'm Team Avatar all the way. LEGO Batman arrived, and this era was absolutely peak. Between 2006 and 2008, LEGO gave us some of the coolest Batman minifigures ever. 4 different Batsuits, a whole squad of villains, and of course, Robin in his red underwear. This Batsuit from 2007 has to be my favorite. The combination of gray and blue looks so clean, and he's definitely ready to take on Gotham's crime with that golden utility belt. In 2008, LEGO made Speed Racer minifigures. And look, I've never seen the movie, but the minifigs kinda heat. The racing suits, the printed helmets, these go way harder than they had to. Years after LEGO made their off-brand version of him, the real Indiana Jones finally showed up in brick form. He came with outfits from every movie. Classic Indy, sleeveless Indy, even Indy in a full suit. And it wasn't just Indiana Jones, his enemies made it too, including the absolute menace Mola Ram with this special horned headdress. This is one of the top themes of 2010, based on one of the best movies, Toy Story. The sets are known for their extra long arms and legs on Woody and Jesse. There were some other cool molded figs, including this evil purple bear and this muscular praying mantis that came with a realistic garbage truck, complete with a working grabber to throw out bad minifigures. 2011 came with mermaids, undead pirates, and even flesh-eating cannibals. Pirates of the Caribbean brought some of the most detailed minifigures ever, like this tentacle-bearded Davy Jones. But the coolest minifigure has to be the iconic pirate Jack Sparrow, who came with this unique hairpiece with a bandana. He even has a sword so that he can fight anyone who touches his rum. This is Marvel's Jean Grey, and she's from San Diego Comic-Con, making her one of the rarest and most expensive minifigures that I own. But she's not making it into the timeline because this year, LEGO made something way weirder. They launched LEGO Friends, and with that came the first ever mini doll. This is Emma, and she's even taller than a normal minifigure. She comes apart like one, but her legs and torso don't fit anything else. She even has a nose, which officially makes her cursed. LEGO dropped the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and these figures had custom heads, detailed shells, and expressions that actually matched their personalities. Everyone is locked in except for Michelangelo, who looks ready to eat the last slice of pizza. But not if our next two minifigures have anything to say about it, because they both come with massive appetites. Homer and the world of The Simpsons joined the LEGO universe in 2014. They brought the entire Simpsons story to life. Homer has a TV to watch cartoons, and even a Buzz Cola in hand to stay refreshed. And just 1 year later, zoinks! Shaggy showed up along with the rest of Mystery Incorporated, and a bunch of monsters to chase them around. He might be scared of literally everything, but when it comes to food, Shaggy doesn't mess around. This is a LEGO Angry Birds minifigure. In 2016, LEGO made sets based on the movie. They even came with the launcher so you could actually fling the birds at the pigs. Not only is this not a minifigure, it's Duplo. Lightning McQueen is a literal car. No legs, no torso, just pure speed. Lightning McQueen's too cool not to make the cut, and honestly, the Duplo version is kinda clean. I've never seen Jurassic World, so I had to Google who the main guy even was. Turns out it's Owen Grady, which checks out since he's in pretty much every single set from the wave. Sure, he's not as cool as Star-Lord, but he's still a unit, rocking some tactical jeans in a shirt that looks like it lost a fight with a dinosaur. In 2019, LEGO went all in on Stranger Things, including this one based off of 11, complete with a pink dress, blue jacket, and blonde wig. She doesn't look dangerous, but she could absolutely throw a minifigure into the wall with her mind. LEGO dropped the Minions in 2020, and this is Kevin. He's got tile goggles, stubby limbs, and his classic blue overalls. Honestly, these Minions look way more fun than they should be. I low-key want to build an army of them to steal some bananas. In 2021 and 2022, LEGO made 2 legendary collectible minifigure series for the Looney Tunes and the Muppets. These blind bags are always fun to open. They're basically LEGO-approved gambling. Let's hope for something good in these. For the Looney Tunes, we got Tweety Bird, who comes with this giant hammer. And from the Muppets lineup, this grumpy old man fell out of the bag, complete with a laptop to watch my videos. After testing the waters with a Dimensions pack and an Ideas set, LEGO finally dropped a full wave of Sonic the Hedgehog sets in 2023. The star is obviously Sonic, but my personal favorite has to be Shadow. That black and red color scheme is unmatched, and with arm printing and dual molded legs, this figure just goes hard. After looking around my collection, I realized I didn't have any minifigures for 2024 or 2025, so I hit up the LEGO store to find the absolute best figures I could. Right away, I spotted the Fortnite section, and there was no chance I was walking past that battle bus. It comes with the legendary build and 9 super detailed minifigures. But for me, the highlight of this set is the OG default skin, Jonesy. I used to rock this guy every single game, and having him in LEGO form feels crazy. But just as I was heading out, something else caught my eye. This was it, the set with the perfect minifigure for 2025. And here it is, the Woodland Mansion Fighting Ring. It's got everything from a baby zombie riding a chicken to Jack Black's Steve. He's less blocky than the original Steve minifigure and keeps the funny energy from the movie. Even though the year isn't over yet, I can safely say this is the best figure to come out of 2025. And with that added, the minifigure timeline is complete. It's really cool to see the entire 50-year history of LEGO minifigures all in one place. Comment below what your favorite minifigure on the timeline was, and thanks for watching.